welcome back to my channel. You can see me looking all lovely today. I'm going to film my first ever Get Ready With Me. So this may be total craziness. I don't know. Bear with me. It's my first one. We will see how it goes. I hope that I have gotten the lighting down a little bit better. I know it was kind of bright in the last video. Hard to see some of the labels on stuff. So I am hoping that I have improved that. Today I thought what I would do is a Get Ready With Me using the Modern Renaissance palette. Now I know this palette has been out for a while, and I know it's pretty popular, but I thought that I would do kind of a warm toned look with it and do my entire rest of my face as we go along. So I hope you enjoyed this video and let's get started. Now I've already done the skincare. I've done my full face of skincare this morning. So what's first up is priming my skin. And what I've been reaching for a lot lately is the Laura Mercier, and this is the Hydrating Foundation Primer. And I have been mixing it with my Dewdrops by Marc Jacobs. And that is what I'm going to do for today. So I just put like a pump of the Dewdrops in my hand and a little bit of a squeeze of the foundation primer. I mix them together in my hands and I just slap it on my face. It gives my skin good hydration and kind of gives me a little bit of glow. And let's be honest, who doesn't want some glow? Come on, you know? If you see me looking over here, it's because I have my big mirror. I think you can see a little bit of it in the frame, but that is where I'm going to be looking. So if you see me looking over here, that's what I'm doing. Next up is foundation. The foundation that I am wearing today is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And this is the little small one. You can see it's still expensive. I think this is still like $40. But I kind of like buying them in these small sizes because it makes you to where you can get through it quicker. Especially if you're like me and you have a lot of foundation. This size is absolutely perfect. I'm in the shade 6. I will admit this is not the perfect shade for me. It's a little bit dark, but we're going to work with it and try to make it work. I'm using my beauty blender. I have put some here on my table and I am just taking the damp beauty blender and I am just going to tap it into my skin. And I suffer from redness, as you can see right here. So that is what, and I will say my redness have really gotten a lot better. And then last week I dermaplaned my face, which means at home. And for those of you that don't know, I take a little razor and get the hair, the peach fuzz off my face. And my face has been really red since then. So my face has never really liked that. It kind of hates it, to be honest. But this time it really got really mad. So we're going to be doing some kind of spot concealing, and you will be able to see how I cover up my redness. So that might be good for some of you who are dealing with redness. You can see this is a really luminous foundation along with the hydrating mixed with the luminous drops. It really gives you a luminous look. And I'm just making sure that's kind of buffed into the neck. Okay, so how I go about spot concealing my redness. I take a stick, and this stick is the Sephora Make No Mistake Foundation and Concealer Stick, and I have it in the shade 06 Hickory. And I am just going to put that, try to cover up this redness. I'm also going to put some around my nose. I never use this as a foundation stick. I rely on this for spot concealer. But I really, really love it. I think it's as good as like the Lancome, the Makeup Forever HD, the more expensive ones. I think it's really good. And y'all, look at my side ponytail. Isn't that great? This is keeping it real, y'all. So it pretty much covers up that redness, which is exactly what I want. Now I'm going to conceal on my under eye, and what I've been reaching for lately is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is a great concealer. It has a really large size doe foot applicator. and it doesn't break the bank. I think this was like $7 or $8, which is wonderful. And I take mine up on my eyelid because I kind of just want a full, I want a canvas that is the complete canvas is covered. Next up, it's time to set my face, and I am using the Rimmel Stay Matte. This is in the color Transparent, and this is drugstore. This is a great setting powder for drugstore, and I've really been using it a lot lately. I don't love the packaging, but for the price, I can deal with it. And I am using the Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to dab it in and just kind of set my face. And I really just kind of pop the powder on because I don't want to move around any of that concealer that I use to cover up my redness. So I just kind of stipple, I guess you would say. That's called stippling, I think. And just so you know, I'm not a makeup artist. This is just what I would do for every day. That's why it's called a Get Ready With Me. This is not a tutorial in any way because there are plenty of other YouTubers out here that are makeup artists. They know what they're doing. If you have, technical questions, you should ask them. I will try to answer them just based on my experience and what I do, but I am definitely by no means a makeup artist. Next up, I'm going to bronze my skin, and I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer for that. And I'm going to take my MAC 135 brush. I'm going to swirl it around in the butter bronzer, top it off, and just warm up my face. I'm going to hit the points, well, not necessarily under the chin. I'm going to hit the points that the sun would hit that would naturally be bronzed. If I was like in Fiji for the week and, just laying on the beach, what part of my face would be bronzed? I had a nice thought. Okay, now I'm going to do a little contouring, and I am going to use my Kevyn Aucoin contour kit. I love his sculpting powder, and that's what I'm using out of this, the powder sculpting powder, and I'm using the contour brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to give a little bit of contour. Now, I hope you have seen my video of my simple way to contour. I will link it below so you can check it out, but it just shows the easy way that I contour. Now I'm going to take that first MAC brush and just kind of blend any harsh lines out. Now I'm going to set my under eye. This is what I do to keep my mascara in place. I think I have said it before that if you are trying to get your mascara to stay and it ends up underneath your eyes, in my opinion, it's less to do with the mascara and more to do with how you're setting your under eye. I also use this powder to carve out my contour. So today I have reached for the Coty Airspun drugstore powder. I love this powder. However, like I've said before, if you are sensitive to smell, stay away from it because it does kind of have a intense smell about it. It doesn't bother me, but I could see where, like right now I have it open and I can smell it. But I could see where it could bother some people. I'm going to put a little bit of lip balm on, and this is the Givenchy lip balm. I just kind of feel like I need it. Okay, so I'm taking a cheek brush, a Real Techniques cheek brush. I'm going to dab it in this powder, and I'm just going to put this to set my eyes. I'm also going to get some more and use it to contour, carve out that contour. Now I'm taking my big fluffy brush and I'm just going to push that away. So that is how I go about setting my under eye. Now I'm going to put on a little bit of blush. And the blush that I'm reaching for today is the Too Faced Sweetie Pie. This is such an interesting blush. It is a bronzer, blush, and highlight all in one. And it looks like this, but it gives the skin such a nice, pretty glow with a hint of color. So I'm going to take a fluffy, this is a Duo Fiber brush by Real Techniques. I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of color on the cheeks. It's nothing too extreme, and it's a little bit bronzy, but it gives you a nice color with some glow. Okay, before I start the eyes, I'm gonna pop off camera, do my brows real quick, and I will be right back. Brows are done. Now I'm gonna start my eye look by using the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color in Rose Gold. And this is just kind of getting you a nice little bit of color on your lid, but mainly I use this more as a primer. So I just put it on my lid. It's not anything technical, and I just take my finger and lightly blend it out. I just want something for my eyeshadow to grip to. Okay, now that that first layer is done, I'm going to be grabbing the palette, and I'm going to start with a E35 tapered blending brush by Sigma. And I am going to start with this color right here, Warm Taupe. And I'm going to put that on my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to do a wash of that in the crease. I'm going to take this down on the lid as well. My Morphe M433, and we're going to go in with this color Relgar. I think that's how you saw that. Relgar. So we put that on the brush, tap it off. I'm going to go in the crease. Now that that's in the crease, I'm going to take this darker color, Cypress Umber, on a flatter brush. This is the E25 blending brush. I'm going to put that on my brush, tap some off, and really focus in the outer V. Now on a flat brush, this is the Sigma Eye Shading Brush E55. I'm going to go in with this kind of golden color. It's called Golden Ochre. I'm going to put that on the brush, tap some off, and I'm just going to place that on the lid. Now to warm up the look even more, I'm going to take the E25 blending brush and go in with this color Red Ochre. Just on the tip, and I'm going to put that right in the crease. My favorite eyeliners are by Urban Decay. I think that they're, what are they called? 24/7 Glide On. I think they are so easy to use, and they are beautiful eyeliners. And today I'm using the color Whiskey. I'm just going to put that on the top. And on the bottom. Now I'm going to smoke out the lower lash line. I'm taking my pencil brush by Sigma, and I am going to go in, I know this is kind of crazy, with this color Relgar. And we are going to smoke out the lower lash line. Now I'm going to pop off camera to curl my eyelashes, and I'll be right back. So eyelashes are curled. I am going to do something that I like to do to kind of brighten up the under eye. I'm taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, and I'm taking this brush that I use to set my under eye. I'm kind of trying to get any excess powder off because that would kind of defeat the whole point of what I'm about to do. And I am just taking one of these, dusting it off, and just kind of sweeping it under the eye to just kind of brighten up under the eye. Now I'm going to mist my face. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. So it's definitely a 2-in-1. And I'm going to mist my face. It smells of summer and coconut and the beach. Oh, it's beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is time to highlight. And I am using my current fave, the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, the little one that I have. I'm going to take a Coastal Scents brush, and it's time to highlight. Put some on the end of my nose, highlighted the cheek. Now it's time for some mascara, and I am doing a double dose of Essence today. I'm using the Fault / Effect and the Sculpted Volume, and I'm going to do some layering of some mascara, y'all. Here we go. I'm going in with the second mascara. Now I'm going to do my bottom lashes with my beloved MAC Giga Black Extended Play. So good. So now mascara is done. The eyes are finished. The face is finished. Now all that's left is the lips. Here we go. Today's lip combination is going to be these two. This is the Kylie Dolce K lip liner, which I love. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Penelope Pink. First, I'm going to line my lips with the Dolce K. And I have to say about these Kylie lip liners, they are probably some of the creamiest lip liners that I have ever used. But I will admit this is the only one I have. I really should get some more. Now I'm going to be applying Penelope Pink, which whoever named this, that's not pink. I think it should be called Penelope Beige. But that doesn't have the same ring to it. This is the finished look. I hope you like it. I used the Modern Renaissance palette. I kind of showed you some techniques on how I get my under eye, my mascara not to get under my eyes. I showed you a little bit of how I contour. And yeah, so I hope this video finds you doing great. Let's take the hair down so we can kind of maybe get a finished look. Although I'm not sure how the hair is going to look, but it looks okay for 4-day hair, not sure. But anyway, so I'm so glad you took this time out of your day to spend it with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see some more Get Ready with me, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments. I have all kind of eyeshadow palettes. I will be more than happy. Or if you want to use this one again and show you another look, that would be great as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Bye.